Every single day, more and more Americans are seeing daily bloating as part of their normal daily life. Many don't know why their bellies feel full of gas, pain, and sensations of discomfort every single day. And this all appears to be a result of a condition called leaky gut syndrome, which is now potentially reaching epidemic proportions. This intestinal permeability could be the result of poor diet choices, bacterial overloads, and intestinal inflammation that all need to be controlled before this gets out of control. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal 6 of the most important symptoms tied to leaky gut syndrome and what you can do to fix it to stay healthy naturally and effectively. Hey guys, Dr. Gus here, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of Landivar.com. In this channel, as a conventional doctor, treat my patients through natural medicine before recurring to the use of pharmaceutical drugs. So if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and press that bell down below to see notifications and be the first one to watch a new video. If you need a lot of quality supplements for your disease, visit Landivar.com and stay till the end of this video. I'm going to share extra tips and video links related to this topic. As more and more Americans are becoming affected by poor diet choices, chronic stress, toxic overloads, and bacterial imbalances, it appears that leaky gut syndrome is becoming potentially an epidemic. The medical profession is just now starting to agree that this condition even exists, which is especially shocking considering the fact that intestinal permeability has been discussed in the medical literature for more than 100 years. But what is leaky gut? When someone has a leaky gut, this means that the gut lining becomes damaged and cannot optimally function as a barrier any longer. The smaller holes of the inner lining of your intestine become larger, allowing harmful substances like gluten and bacteria or undigested proteins and particles to enter your entire system, causing obviously considerable damage to your health. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal 6 of the most important symptoms tied to leaky gut syndrome and what you can do to fix this to stay healthy, naturally, and effectively. Number 1, bloating. Inside our bellies, we have an extensive intestinal lining that covers more than 4,000 square feet of surface area. That's a lot. Now, when it works properly, it forms a tight barrier, which should be controlling what gets absorbed into your bloodstream. An unhealthy gut lining may have large cracks or holes that allows particles, digested food, toxins, and even bugs to penetrate into the tissues beneath it. Now, this becomes a problem because it triggers inflammation, which then leads to bloating. Bloating that doesn't go away because your intestinal lining is already compromised. It has holes where undigested food is getting in. Bloating becomes a serious problem, and nowadays, it is a serious condition that millions of people suffer and do not know that it might be due to undigested food getting into these holes and into these linings. Foods that do not come in a more natural source are even worse. They tend to carry chemicals, toxins, pesticides, and we need to be very careful. So the first symptom of leaky gut is bloating. If you need something natural that has the power to reduce this bloating and heal your intestinal lining and cure leaky gut syndrome within, which is especially helpful, look for GI Balance, D-enzymes, and Probilion from Finland at Landivar.com. Number 2, food sensitivities. Now let's think about this. If we have a gut that is leaking undigested food into the bloodstream, this can obviously cause a reaction. Food sensitivities are becoming more and more common these days, and research is suggesting that intestinal hyperpermeability can cause the immune system to overproduce antibodies and obviously cause problems and susceptibilities to food. Now in this matter, dairy products and even gluten, which is found in breads, pasta, etc., have been identified as a problem. Millions of people have problems with these foods. You have to be very careful what you eat. These food sensitivities can be anywhere, with dairy products, with gluten, even with nuts and grains, sometimes even with foods that you might not think are causing you problems. It all depends on the person. And what you need to do, and what I suggest you do, is an elimination diet. Basically, you eliminate a food that you might be thinking is causing a problem and see if you get better in your health condition. If you need something that can help you lower inflammation and improve food sensitivities within your digestive system, look for Kirku Health from Finland at Landivar.com. Number 3, thyroid problems. The name leaky gut might have us be tempted to think that it only affects our digestive system, and this is not true. The truth is that leaky gut can also affect many other health conditions. And according to research, leaky gut could also be affecting your thyroid. In many occasions, this causes low energy, joint pain, and even thyroid disease. What's apparently happening is that there's an autoimmune condition that is slowing our metabolic rate, is affecting our thyroid. And you have to be careful because chronic thyroiditis generates hypothyroidism, which leads to low energy function. Hypothyroidism can cause impaired metabolism, fatigue, depression, weight gain, even loads of other health concerns that sometimes are not described in the medical literature. I always tell my patients that they need to watch out for low thyroid function because, believe me, if your thyroid is not working, your body entirely will not work at all. Now, if you need something natural that has all the ingredients, vitamins, minerals, supplements, and everything you need to bring back that thyroid function, which I strongly suggest you take even if you do not think you have a thyroid condition, look for Metathyroid from Finland at drlandivar.com. Number 4, nutrient deficiencies. Now, obviously, if there's a constant ongoing inflammation inside your intestines that obviously make you unable to absorb and process the food you are eating correctly, then obviously you will have a problem with malnutrition. Leaky gut is famous for causing not that malnutrition in Africa that you see on TV, but more like a nutrient deficiency. Our intestines become unable to absorb specific minerals and vitamins. The most common might be iron, a deficiency in B12, magnesium, among several others, but specific minerals and vitamins that cause you problems in the long run. This is serious because many times patients go to the doctor. They run some tests and the doctor doesn't find anything wrong with the patient. You have to be careful because many times your problem might be due to a leaky gut syndrome. Fatigue, neuropathies, muscle pain, maybe you're tired, you can't sleep, etc., etc., etc. Now, taking a multivitamin formula will not solve the entire problem, but it will help. You have to see that the underlying problem, leaky gut syndrome, is completely eradicated. Now, if you need a multivitamin formula that can help you with these malnutrition symptoms you might be having, look for multivitamin and try to fix the problem. Try to fix leaky gut syndrome with GI Balance, Probilion, and D-enzymes from Finland at drlandivar.com. Number 5, mood swings and autism. According to a new study published in the Journal of Neuroendocrinology and Letters, there's an intestinal permeability that has been shown to contribute to various cognitive disorders. Now, this type of intestinal permeability is known as leaky gut syndrome, and there's an inflammatory response that causes the intestine to maybe release the pro-inflammatory circulation of cytokines and other chemicals. These can induce depression, mood swings, and obviously have a very strong relationship with our intestines and our brains. There are studies that describe there's a vicious cycle between our immune response, our gut problem, and the toxic overload that can be caused on our brains. I've seen how leaky gut syndrome can produce depression, anxiety, restlessness, and even mood changes or mood swings. This is something you need to look into. You might be having problems, mood problems, and you might not know that it all starts in your gut. And most people don't know this. Now, if this is happening to you, I suggest you change your diet. Start taking a supplement, maybe reduce your inflammation by changing your diet, improve your thyroid function. This will all help. And help out the channel by using the thumbs up and share with your friends and family. If you have any questions, leave your comments down below and I'll be happy to assist you. If you need quality supplements for your disease or line an appointment with yourself.com and check out these other videos with stopping you from information that might prevent a serious health condition in the future. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you soon.